Hey guys, welcome back. I'd like to start a new series that I'm going to call High Risk, High Reward. We're only going to take the highest difficulty competitor here when we select opponents. And whoever it is, we've got to go for it. There's no other options. We just do the best we can. So we're going to lose sometimes, I think, but like I said, it's going to go big or go home. So here we could earn 29 tokens. We've got Tsumi starting out. We're going to take a hit from a fast character first. So I think both of those are 6-star. We're going to try to do... Let's see, we could either put Tsumi in next, or our Tsumi. We're going to take some damage, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to want some area effect, and potentially we'll put in Bovis after that so we don't get hit by theirs. I'll probably bring in... Willow just to give us an added bonus of health. So here we go. We'll do Willow. We'll do our Tsumi so that when he takes damage, if he's still alive, we'll get a lot of damage back on their team. We'll put in our Bovis Eldoro, and since we're going with a theme here, we'll go ahead and do Nub Nub to heal any survivors. Hopefully we can draw some damage away. So the goal is, hopefully we don't lose Tsumi before he gets a chance to strike. That's going to be the biggest factor for this one. Alright, we'll let it load up some anticipation. They've got a lot of damage and a high star level, but I think we've got a fair shot at this group. Alright, so we'll take our first hit from their Willow. It's going to be on Nub Nub. No big deal there. He's going to take a lot of the health away, but he's not a critical character. And we're going to take out their Bovis Eldoro. We may not finish him off. We don't want to hit their Tsumi right before he attacks. Now, our Tsumi will definitely live through. Hopefully, he's low enough health. Yep, we got a critical attack there, so that's going to put us in a really good spot for this battle. So far we're going to start off with not a particularly hard battle in this high risk, high reward group here. Alright, Nub Nub's down, but I think we can finish some characters off with Stampede here. And we got to worry about their Tsumi now, so we'll try to take him out. Now we're down to 3-on-1. And he lived through there, but he's just going to get to kill one, so take him out. Alright, first round down with the win. This time our high risk paid off. Let's see what we've got in store for us next. Alright, go through here. It's a 1-star. We'll take it. And with all those level 60s, it's too low of a chance to try to freeze them. Bovis' skill still works really well. Alright, I knew we'd get to some of these pretty quickly with some fast characters in there. So we're going to have Black Diamond. We'll try to get 2 fast characters to go through. That's what we're going to do. We know that we can have Shadow Blade survive. He won't take a critical attack. He'll take a fair amount of damage, but he won't die. And we'll put Willow in there, who can probably live. If she takes a crit, it's not clear if she'll win or lose, if she'll die. We'll put Bovis to push off the other attacks, and we'll get Augustus in there to take out Tsumi. Yeah, a lot depends on that first hit from Black Diamond. If she gets a bunch of crits, it's going to make it a lot harder for our team. That's what makes her such a powerful defender in that spot. See, another good one to have in there could have been Tsumi as well, since he's definitely going to take damage from her. Alright, cross our fingers. Hope not to die. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. Now we should be able to take out Yokozuna here with our 2 hits. He can be really hard to take out once you get him to even higher levels. Alright, so he's done. The higher star levels. If he's 6 star, you've got to have like 3 fast characters take him out. Alright, we're going to use Stampede, push everyone's attacks back. Now we should take just a regular hit from Bovis. Yep, we get a dodge there. We'll take out their Tasumi. Now we're going to have to try to live through Assassinate. Ugh, barely. But we made it, so no more damage from her. I don't think we can take out Bovis this time, so he's going to do Stampede. So we'll go ahead and take out their Black Diamond, and then get as far as we can here on their Bovis. Let's see who we lose from this. No one. Good. So we'll be able to finish him off. Just auto-attacking away. And another win for our high-risk, high-reward battles. Alright, we'll claim that reward. Did we get another 27 or 29 trophies from that? All the way, 27. Alright. Who do we have up next? I think I've got to use a raid refresh here. Yeah, okay. We'll go ahead, do a refresh. And a 6-star Tasumi. Oof. So we're going to have a similar situation. Probably do Bovis first again so that we don't have get over here from Lady Nimral. We've got to live through those first 2 attacks. And then try to bring as much pain afterwards as we can. Alright, so let's bring Tasumi since he'll be injured. He can do a lot of damage. And let's see if we can bring Augustus again, just to make sure we don't struggle too much with their Tasumi. He was fairly hard to finish off and could have been a big risk in that first battle. We don't want to leave him with very little life. The nice thing is, on his second round, he's going to do that double attack on a single character, so at least he's not going to take out the whole party like he would on the first round with Soul Shred. Alright, so our first hit coming from Willow. Trying to take out ours. She's just going to dodge like a champ. Alright, and we will go for Stone Fist up here. Willow was primarily there just to give us an extra 15% health on our nature characters. We really need them to survive. And sometimes that extra 15% blanket, that's all it takes. Once in a while I'll bring Yasmin Bloom along as well for a water team just to give that 20% buff that she's got. Alright, we did a lot of damage. Hopefully we can take out Stone Fist with this, so we don't have to get his debuff on the whole team. Took out Willow, took out everyone. Excellent. One more down on our quest for glory. So far this is going well. We know we'll take a loss at some point, but it sure is a lot of fun doing these. Another 30 trophies now. I actually just put out a video just a few minutes ago, and we were at like 98th position or something, so these are certainly adding up quickly to bring us up the ranks. I look that far left, that certainly would be easy to take a 2-star, a team with a 2-star Bovis Eldoro. We've got to go up here and take whatever we're given. Alright, so Bovis turns out to be incredibly useful. Again, we've got to take out a 4-star Yokozuna, so we'll deal with him first. We'll use 2 fast characters, take him out, and then Bovis Eldoro to push the main attacks back for the rest of the party. And then we're going to use Augustus again to take out Tasumi. We'll be left with the middle 2 characters here, and they'll both be injured. We'll try to finish them off that next round. Alright, so I like to lead with Shadow Blade. since he inflicts disease first, and then finish off with Willow. Alright, and then we get Bovis up there, nice and 6-starred, and Augustus, ready for battle. This works well for raiding dungeons. If they don't have any fast characters, it really works out a lot of times to take out the first character, even if it takes 2 and sometimes even 3 characters to get down that far, and then use Bovis Eldoro as your first offensive normal speed character. You're just not going to take that much damage from regular attacks only. That's a fully ascended Yokozuna. He can really be a rough character to deal with if you don't finish him off early. But he is out of our hair now. Use Stampede. Unlike Frozen, they're not going to be avoiding this. They have to completely dodge the attack. So unless they have a special evade skill, they're not going to be dodging Stampede and that loss of energy. Now if I had just used like Polar Pounding, one, it wouldn't have worked on Igel Rock anyway, but we'd also have some trouble landing it on the other characters. They would resist the freeze. So hopefully... So we're going to take one, get over here, but we've got a high dodge rate on him. Hopefully we can avoid. Nope, he's taken out. That's alright though. After Polar Pounding, Igel Rock is not nearly as much of a threat. So if we can live through this, he'll have one more turn to attack, but he'd have a really hard time taking out Bovis Eldoro even if they were one-on-one. The elemental difference coupled with not having a whole lot of additional finishing skills for Igel Rock. He's really powerful for that first round, and it's hard to overstate that power, but after the first round, much less of a threat. Alright, another win, another notch in that belt. Let's see what we've got coming up next. I know one of these is going to swing us for a loop. We're going to have to take a loss, but not yet. What is coming up next? Roll the dice. 5-star Tasumi in this group. We got Igel Rock, we got Nub Nub. This is going to be rough. We got to finish them off. I suppose we'll do the same kind of thing. Got to live through those first attacks. Use Bovis Eldoro. That'll make sure that we get an extra round for Nub Nub. It's going to take a bit to finish him off. And this time we can use all normal speed characters. I guess we might throw in Willow as well. So here we go. I love it when the defenders put Tasumi as the first character. Because that means I know I'm going to be able to get a buff on my Tasumi. He's not going to kill. He can't really kill hardly any characters. If you got maybe a double crit, he could probably take out Willow. We'll put Willow in there again for the health shield. And I'm going to want Bovis for my first regular speed attack. And between the two of them, Bovis and Willow, I can probably take out that 4-star Igel Rock. Then I'm going to want Tasumi, wherever he went, down here. He's going to get a buff from that damage. And Augustus. Finish off there, Tasumi, mop up, and he's just a generally hardy character in case things start going south. Having a full heal on the second turn is a great way to turn a lot of battles around. After they get those first skills out of the way, and Augustus gets his smite skill off, that next skill he gets lay on hands. That's a full heal basically. Can bring any one of your characters back from just about dead. Alright, so we'll take our first hit from Willow. Targeting Augustus doesn't usually do too much, so not even quite half health. And he'll take even less damage from Tasumi, since he's got that Holy Shroud, I think it's called. You'll see it come up here in a second. We're going to try to take out, or at least do a lot of damage to Igel Rock. Yeah, so he's just hanging in there by a little bit. We should be able to throw him over the edge with Bovis. Here we go with some Stampede. Now their Nub Nub won't get a chance to go. Alright. And a buffed up Soul Shred. It's just past that 75% with health, I think. Nope, no buff on it. We didn't see that that buff come across there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off Willow. I don't want her to get her evade, even though she's got very little health left. It's much easier just to finish off Nub Nub. He has just about no threat to do any real amount of damage to this group. Alright, another victory. We have 2 more of these. Let's see what we can do. We're going to crack the top 10. Alright, who's coming next? I had a comment the other day from somebody that said they recognized that I had just attacked them. It's always kind of a fun thing to see. If one of you guys is watching and are taking you out, first of all, my apologies. But after that, I hope you enjoy it. We'll get rid of Igo Rock. Let's see, what are we gonna do? Yeah, we don't want to live through. We don't want to have polar pounding going on our group, so we'll take him out first. Probably gonna need 2. We could probably use. Luckily, this is a 2-star Willow Swift. So this is it's a really easy team to begin with, but we don't want to take any risks. So we'll put 2 in there. And I'm going to go ahead. You could really switch up. A lot of different characters would work well. But we'll use... Let's go ahead with Black Diamond. Just because she's so fun. I probably would normally use Masuta Kira. I'll throw him in there as well. Partly just for demonstration. And Willow, and we'll put in Bovis as well as our first normal speed character. Here we go. So I would use Masuta Kira a lot of times because he can't be taken out. If I need an extra character to just push a little bit more damage. You saw in the other battle how we almost had enough damage to take out Igo Rock, but not quite enough. If you need just a sliver more, Masuta Kira is great because he's incredibly hard to take out. He's got a dodge. He can't suffer a critical attack. Anything that was even a guaranteed critical attack like the rogues have, they can't land it on Masuta Kira, so his health goes a long way because of that. I shouldn't even try to trigger or to target one of these other characters. There's a tiny chance she could have taken out Black Diamond, but that's the only one really. And we'll go ahead with this. Do some Blade Storm. See if we can get some critical attacks in there. Nice. 2 critical attacks. Took out a lot of health. Push through with Death Blossom. He's up to 5-star now, thanks to the guild reward and some of the daily turn-in. Those daily quests. It's not the daily quest, it's just the but up in the upper left-hand corner, the rewards they give you there. Finally got to the point where they gave me one for him. So now that Igo Rock's out of the way, the team's almost dead anyway, but Stampede should finish them both off. And they are out. Hopefully we get a really challenging group for our last one. We've had, the first couple had some challenge to them. These last couple haven't been so hard. We're still getting really nice rewards though. Get up to only 21 for this one, but we broke the top 10 for the ranking right now. With only 20 gems spent so far. Alright, this will be interesting. So Pygnius Maximus in here. We've got a hardy group. We just ran out of runs as well. So this would have been the next group. Fairly tanky, but not particularly high star level. So I probably would have... Not going to go ahead and reset right now. We've already done 6 of these. It's probably a pretty long video already. But just talk through how we would have done it. We would have taken out Julius first with kind of a similar strategy we've been using. Probably double up with the rogues. Probably do Shadowblade and Willow to take him out. And shouldn't have any trouble with that. And then go through with Bovis Eldoro to push everyone's attack back, and then Augustus to finish off the real threat of Tasumi. I don't think we would have any trouble with that team. So let me know if you like these. This kind of guaranteed. I like the challenge, and I'm sure we're going to run into some where we take some losses and where we get some comments on things that could have been done differently, and I'd appreciate that. Even if it's highly critical, it's always fun to learn from these things. So let me know if you like this, and we'll do some more of them. I think it's a lot of fun for me. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you all later. If you liked this, then you're going to love what we have coming out next. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more mobile gaming videos, or check out the rest of the channel for more tips and tricks. If you don't have this game yet, feel free to download it from the sponsored link in the video description below. These downloads help to support the channel and help us to continue to put out more great videos. Thanks again for all your support, and come back soon as we continue our quest, seeking every possible advantage.